All right, good morning and welcome to this week's Campus Life and Student Services Zoominar. We are really excited to have you here with us today. Today, we will have an update from Dr. Bullard about COVID-19 and our campus response and all that great stuff. And we will also have an update from Miss Megan Bias from Student Engagement, who will talk to us about campus recreation, the fitness center, and all that great stuff. As usual, if you have any questions, drop them into the chat box or the Q&A, and we're happy to answer those. So without further ado, I'd like to bring to the stage Dr. Bullard.
Hey, everybody. Thanks, Dr. Courtney. Thanks for being here, and thanks to those of you all who will see this video later today. Just wanted to bring a couple of things to your attention. Number one, I'd like to say congratulations on our COVID-19 numbers, so to speak. Our infection rate is very, very low for the campus. And I like to think that is because folks are doing all of the right things. We've been testing consistently since we started. And so it's allowed us to ensure that our numbers are low, and we want to keep them that way. That being said, I do want to remind folks around, I expect as we continue to have low numbers, I expect, because it's human nature, I expect people to say, okay, well, I don't necessarily need to wear my mask all the time, and I can hang out a little bit and kind of get away from doing what has worked to date. If you notice, in the, as we look at CNN and all the news agencies around, we've noticed that in places where they've reopened their neighborhoods and stores and society in general, those areas have spiked. And so the idea here is that we do not want us to be that type of institution where our numbers spike out of control and we have to do all of these things in terms of quarantine and so on and so forth. So I want you to say to yourself, we have got to make it from here all the way to November 21st or 22nd or whatever that date is. And so for that reason, if we can just continue to do all the things, washing our hands, covering our face as we move along, 6 feet or more as we're moving around the campus, I actually think we will be okay. Will cases happen on campus between now and the end of the semester? Sure they will. But the idea is that we want to find out what the situation is and we want to deal with it quickly. That being said, one of the questions that has come up asks about what happens if I learned that I have COVID-19 or if I even experience symptoms. If that is the case, you are to let your, if you live in the residence hall, you are to let your resident assistant know or the residence life coordinator. You can email student health services at dillard.edu. Any of those folks can help you, and then we will walk you through the process. What I will say to you is that if you do have symptoms, please stay in your room. Stay in your room. Stay at your house if you're a commuter student, or if you're over at SUNO or one of the local apartment complexes. Stay there. Let us help you from afar because we do not want your illness to affect the campus population, and we want you to get better. So please do contact us virtually. Let us help you, and then we will talk to you about classes. If you're an on-campus student, we'll talk to you about meal delivery. We'll talk to you about where to quarantine. We'll have all of those conversations, and we have protocols in place for each and every one of those pieces of this puzzle. So please do that. Dr. Bullard, what happens if I have COVID-19 and I decide I'm going to go to Kearney Hall and have a meal, or I'm going to go to class, or if I'm going to go out around campus and hang out with friends because I'm asymptomatic, I don't feel bad, so I might as well kind of go out and hang out. If we determine that you knowingly expose others to COVID-19, you will be suspended. I wish there was more pieces to that response, but they are not, okay? You will be suspended. We are not going to have a conversation around this because, folks, this is life or death. And so what we want to do is provide you all with all the tools that you need. So if you say, I'm at home, I need something, I need you to let your RA know. I need you to let folks know. If you feel any illness, sore throat, cough, a little fever. For the first 10 or 15 people that email me, I have a Dillard University thermometer, and I will give that to you. If you email me right after you watch this message, I will give that to you. And then Dr. Courtney has the blue ambassadors who will be coming around, and they will have some as well if they see you out on campus. And so take your temperature in the morning, make sure you're good to go. Those of you all who drive into campus in the morning, you get a temperature check as well. Our health ambassadors will be doing that. But I want you to take control of your health and be sure that you know exactly what condition you're in, and then I want you to act accordingly. Finally, this whole piece around surveillance testing. Some of you all have asked me about that. Over the next 6 or 8 months, as we complete the semester, we will do what is called surveillance testing. And essentially, surveillance testing is where we will randomly select different folks around campus to test so that we have a sense of what our campus population is. So we won't test everybody every week, but if you live in Camphor Hall, we may say, hey, everybody in Camphor Hall, we want you to come and test over at Student Health Services. We may test athletes this week. We may test the nursing students. We may test the RAs. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the same thing with faculty and staff. And what we're trying to do is have a sense of what our population looks like and try to catch cases where people are asymptomatic. Because essentially the CDC guidance says that we don't have to necessarily test asymptomatic folks, but we're trying to be as proactive as we can by testing folks randomly so that we can try to keep a handle on who may be infected. And so if we ask you to do that, please comply with us. Please take advantage of this. You want to know your status anyway. You want to keep that as an idea, an understanding in your head. And so if it gets to be more than a couple of weeks since you were last tested, I would suggest taking advantage of the testing. If you see testing out in town, or if we're having a testing drive on campus, please get tested as early and as often as you can so that you have a full sense of your status. And then once you get tested, make sure you have that mask on, make sure you're washing your hands so that whatever your status is, which we hope is negative, that you stay that way, okay? So with that being said, those are all the updates that I have right now. Unless there are questions, I will take those, but otherwise, I will turn it over to Ms. Megan.
Thank you, Dr. Bullard. I do want you all to know Blue Troop will be out next week, so be on the lookout. I also heard that they have some t-shirts, so be on the lookout. We know y'all enjoy t-shirts. We haven't given out any yet this year, so they're coming, so be on the lookout. All right, we'll turn it over to you, Miss Megan.
All right, exciting news. So everyone, if you haven't already, exciting news for this week is that we have our new outdoor basketball courts, or basketball court goals are up now, and you can go to the far left tennis court and enjoy yourself for some recreational play. Of course, social distancing, and when necessary, of course, wear your mask. But you do have that opportunity to play, and that will give you guys more opportunity to be out in the open, get some fresh air, and then also Hinton will be repurposed for student events and for classes. So that's that. And then also for this week, we have coming up, the fitness center is going to be opening on Monday, September 21st. So we are going to be opening at 9 a.m. and we're going to be closing at 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be open from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. We anticipate having a full staff that will be there to check you in. and you will have to make reservations. So what I want to do is I want to give you guys just a quick idea of what to expect for when you're looking to make a reservation. So for this purpose, I'm actually going to share my screen, and we are going to take a quick trip to Blue Connect. All right, so when you get to your Blue Connect homepage, you're going to select Forms for all campus-wide forms that you can access. And then once you're on the form page, you should see a form listed as Fitness Center Workout Reservation Request. You're going to visit that form, and then you have the opportunity to either follow up with a recent submission once you do start your request, or you can put in a new submission. The information that will be asked of you will include your name, last name. It will include your name, first name, last name, ID number, classification. It will also include your cell phone number, which will be important in case we have to contact you for any purpose regarding contact tracing or anything of that nature. And then you will also be prompted to see the information provided regarding capacities, rules and regulations, and then you'll be able to specify your workout date and your workout time. And then there's a brief reminder that we are taking workout reservation requests within a 48-hour advance notice. So if you can, please make that reservation sooner than later to guarantee that you will be approved. And then once you go here, you will be prompted to, make any special accommodation requests that you need, whether it's additional time or assistance with machinery. Or if you don't have any of that applies, you can just say not applicable and then move forward. You will have to provide proof of disability if you do need to make special accommodations for your workout reservation. And then you have the waiver for the fitness facility and the fitness spaces. So this covers every fitness area that we have in the student union, and it also includes any activity that we do throughout the school year. So you may see this waiver for any other events or things like that. So you have the option to click here to sign the waiver for the first time, and you will be prompted to do a digital signature. And then once you do that, you will proceed. Or if you've already done your workout reservation and this is your second, third, or 50th time doing this, you can go ahead and just say, I have previously signed the waiver. We should have all waivers documented online, and then we'll be able to confirm and give you approval for your workout reservation. And then finally, you have the fitness member code of conduct. So this is spelling out the expectations when it comes to COVID in the fitness center. So we want to be very direct, very clear on our expectations regarding cleaning equipment behind yourself, making sure that you're properly sanitizing your hands in between workouts, pre-plan your workout and make sure you know what you're going to do, where you're going to go, and how long it's going to take. And then lastly, it's important that you adhere to any instructions that the SEAL staff provides for you. And then once you've reviewed the code of conduct, go ahead and agree to it, and then you can go ahead and submit your workout reservation. And then that process, as you see, does not take too long. You will be able to do that in no time, and then you'll have the opportunity to get approval from our office within a short time frame, given that we've given the proper amount of time to review it. And then you'll be able to just show up to the fitness center, show proof of reservation confirmation to the fitness staff, and then they will check you in, check your temperature, and then you'll be able to enjoy yourself for your workout. Other things to note, workout time periods will be 50 minutes, and we will have sessions that will start every hour on the hour, with the exception of a cleaning schedule Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. and physical education classes that will be on Wednesdays at, I believe, sorry, let me double check. Wednesdays at 2 and Thursdays at 3 o'clock. And they last for approximately 1 hour. So we will reserve time periods for the physical education classes to come and have their class solely during the fitness center. And then it will be open back up for people who have reservations for the remainder of the day. So that is the overall kind of synopsis on the fitness center reservation request. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to look on Blue Connect. We have a news article posted. There will be an email sent out on Monday for everybody to see, an campus announcement and 5 things to know. So just keep your eyes open. And then lastly, there will be flyers posted for QR code access to go and sign up for your workout. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our office, studentengagement@dillard.edu, or you can reach out to me personally at Megan Bias, which would be mbias@dillard.edu. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Megan. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Now we'll open up the floor for any questions. Are there any questions out there? Okay, Ms. Megan, looks like we have a quiet bunch today, so we don't have any questions in the Q&A box. However, if you do have questions, feel free to send those in on Blue Connect, or you can email them to studentengagement@dillard.edu, and we will share them with our panelists. If you have ideas for individuals you'd like to see on the panel, feel free to send those recommendations to studentengagement@dillard.edu as well. We look forward to seeing you all next week. Y'all have a great week. Stay safe and mask up. Bye-bye.